Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The Link also is home to the Temple Owls. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Missouri Tigers taking on the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Temple Owls offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And it's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball.
Hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So Missouri's offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players in this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Owls! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
When we were throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Give to the running back. Turns it on in midfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Now on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made after the first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. With jet sweep pass. Beats him, still on the move. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Temple looking for a touchdown from the red zone. The give to the left. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And he takes it to the house. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides. Missouri wants to go fast. He's looking for an open man on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Missouri comes to the line with another first down.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Fires to the tight end.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Ready to fire from the pistol. He'll pull it on the read. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Trying play action. Got his man quickly. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. The throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up.
Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Owls. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It's a draw. Smashes through. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll go to the fullback. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Temple lines up quickly. The give to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Missouri, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to pop the draw. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Tigers are on the move. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Already find a hole in that secondary. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Selvia. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that now.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day.
Going for the big play. Snags it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down to the 14. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 4. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Owls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Temple lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense lining up quickly. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Mizzou trying to cash in on a red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his man down the middle.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
He's got the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the 2nd half underway. And And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we go because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Forced out of the pocket. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Sticks it in his belly. Touchdown, Owls! And the punishment has been extended.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They are up by just 1 over Oklahoma State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? We're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Caught in the backfield. It's Selvia. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in here, he got the long touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll give it to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll try the run. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Touch pass on the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him.
And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown now. And the stomping has commenced. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
He's got the back in the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Tigers are flying down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And his throw is incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Getting to the end zone. Nice run.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the 1st down.
Well, the offense offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. On second down, he'll fire. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Missouri gets to the line quickly. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week?
What the hell?
Try to get this offense.
Oh my God.
Off he goes. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Missouri.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride,
That was
these guys will
crazy.
take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Crosses the 40. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The give as they work on that clock. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. On the move at the 30. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give to the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Leaves it with the back. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out of the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
First down here with time for maybe one more play. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Temple. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real...
Lost one deep down the right side.
Why are you stopping?
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead.
Why did you stop? I don't care. You keep playing the ball.
Serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll get rid of it. It's caught. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They want to just keep throwing it. Works the middle of the field. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. He's going to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's got his man across the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the give off the left side. Got room at the 35. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there. But
touchdown, Owls! And the route is on. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point is good. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to move it through the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Just complete and utter dominance.
GG, Missouri.
Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination. All three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Yeah.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thanks for watching. Yeah.